Everyone, welcome to the show. So we have more conspiracy loons out in North Carolina, and they're actually encouraging residents to commit crimes. So this is about a group named Veterans on Patrol. They showed up in a grocery store parking lot one day, and they told two female local residents, we can help with relief efforts. So the leader of the group is a man named Lewis Arthur. Now, that's at least the name he goes by, which I'll explain. And according to the Washington Post, Arthur, quote, came with a lot of promises and a big vision, which he said was sent from God. So the women said, started off great. Arthur and his friends were really helping. They organized all the donations. And then one of the women, it's a woman named Hillary Yoxall, I think is how you pronounce it. She told the Post that she started to think something was off when Arthur started telling her about how he fought cartels at the border and that he required armed security. So her gut was correct because Veterans on Patrol is an anti-government conspiracy group. They believe that hurricanes are created by government weather machines. So apparently their encrypted Telegram channel says, quote, Hurricane Helene was an act of war perpetuated by the United States military. Veterans on Patrol believes that these government machines are being used, these weather machines, quote unquote, to murder and displace thousands of Americans so that they can steal the Americans' land and mine the lithium on the land. And so after Yoxall started doing some digging and she researched about Arthur's group, she started to become suspicious that maybe some of the donations weren't actually making it to their intended recipients. So eventually these two women confronted Arthur, and Yoxall said that she told him, quote, we appreciate what you're trying to do here, but you're not part of this community. You can back off the supplies. Well, he snapped, as most unstable people do, and seemingly somebody who has like some serious issues. So according to Yoxall, he starts threatening her. And Yoxall told the Post, quote, then it turned into people calling me last night like, be careful, really, he's talking a lot about you. So other locals got involved at that point, including the police. They asked Arthur to leave, and then he starts blocking residents from picking up supplies, and then he starts accusing some of them of stealing supplies. So ultimately, the police, like I said, they get involved. Arthur's group moved at least off of that parking lot. They moved to a nearby location. As you'd expect, he's playing the victim. His group starts posting calls for illegal action on their Telegram channel. They shared a photo on their Telegram channel of a cell tower that's on a nearby mountain. And they claim that the military is using that cell tower to, quote, destroy your homes, bodies, and minds. Veterans on Patrol also said that the cell tower equipment is, quote, solely for providing the U.S. military the means to murder Americans. And the group encouraged people to, quote, focus on tearing down their weapons. All it takes is one weapon tower being toppled with the stated reason spoken boldly. So Arthur's group also seems to be inciting criminal acts against the military because in one post they wrote, quote, simple acts of pouring sugar into fuel tanks of military equipment, backup power systems, and personal vehicles of military personnel can wreak havoc on those who murdered all these people out here. Unbelievable that these people exist. So Raw Story news outlet reached out to Arthur to ask about this incitement, and he told them, quote, Jesus used bullwhips and flipped tables. We're going to use our bullwhips and topple towers. And, quote, we're going to destroy your tanks. You want to get dirty? That's what we should be doing. He also told this reporter that his group planned to, quote, surgically remove directed energy weapons. And Arthur said he's doing nothing wrong. He told Raw Story that for people to go and do something to prevent weapons from being deployed, well, that's not a crime. And he said, oh, they want to take us to court, they want to charge us, let's go. And then he said, quote, would imagine the FBI knows full well what we are attempting through Operation Leaning Tower. And you won't be surprised to hear this group is pushing Trump's big lie. They have been. In a post in October on the 22nd, they mentioned the, quote, stolen elections, that fairy tale. And a Veterans on Patrol member posted that people of North Carolina, quote, don't have 2 weeks to wait for vote and 3 months to hopefully wait for a regime change. And check this out. This Lewis Arthur guy, like I said, that is not his full name. And he's not a veteran. So Veterans on Patrol is run by someone who's not a veteran. His full name is Michael Lewis Arthur Meyer. And according to extremist researchers, he has bought into all of the online conspiracy theories. Like we're talking Pizzagate, QAnon, all of it. And what do you know? He has picked up a criminal record along the way. He's been arrested numerous times. He was convicted of assault in Arizona, and the Tucson police told Raw Story news outlet that they received numerous complaints from residents there because people were saying that Arthur and his group threatened and intimidated them. He's also accused of issuing, quote, multiple threatening and hostile remarks directed towards various elected and appointed officials. So he did this on social media. And last summer, Veterans on Patrol allegedly threatened a police officer in Washington state. They posted on their Telegram channel that, it would probably not be safe for this officer to work this beat. And then the group also posted the home addresses and of city council members on their Telegram channel. So, more of Trump's fine domestic terrorists. So the FBI has finally gotten involved. Arthur posted videos on Telegram showing that the marshal had paid him a visit. And the agent told Arthur, quote, I need you to stop doing these threats against the military, against military vehicles, against cell phone towers. I need you to just stop all that, okay? Lewis, the only end game, if you continue going down the path of making threats against the military, making threats against critical infrastructure, the only end game there is for us to go to the United States Attorney and arrest you. I don't want to do that. I don't think that's what you need. You need mental health evaluations. Now, of course, this went about as well as you would expect with someone like this. After the agent warned him, Arthur said to this guy, quote, give me the proper channels to address the weather weapons. So he's not letting it go. These are weather weapons in his mind. But then he also did say, quote, I've only threatened directed energy weapons. I won't do anything to the military or people or harm people. So we'll see what happens. This guy seems like a ticking time bomb to me, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll let you know when or if I hear more about this. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.